start with opening thoughts following today's match here against the Red Sox.
Well, listen, it was a difficult way to lose. But what I think you saw tonight is you saw a team that was prepared to dominate possession, create rotations higher up the field to create opportunities to go forwards. And I thought we were very brave in the way that we played. We pressed in the right areas. We didn't allow shots on goal. And overall, very, very impressed with the way we played. We lost to a goal from a world-class player, which is a tough one, but incredibly proud of the way we played.
Thank you for that. We'll start with Theo. Go ahead, Theo.
Hey, Ricky, unlucky tonight.
Appreciate it.
I was talking to Jane about the goal issue, not being able to get the ball back in the net. Like you said, more positives in some ways today. She kind of said maybe there's a bit of a confidence issue with some of the attacking players, or I'm just kind of curious to know your thoughts on that and maybe your own diagnosis on the lack of goals.
Well, listen, one thing I would say was tonight you saw a mentality to get in the right areas, and one of the things we talk about a lot is playing with courage. It's, courage is doing something is difficult, but you do it anyway. And this is something we've spoken about all week on the practice field. And I think tonight you saw that. You saw players getting into positions, and for us it's just about executing it. And I think the last two games, we sort of set the standard in terms of our commitment last week. And today, I think the commitment was there, but I think the control of the game was there. We just didn't execute in that final third. And, that's the game. We play in the most difficult league in the world. We play against some of the best defenders in the world. And we have another opportunity once we come back from the break to try and look at those things, whether it's in the cup or leading into the second part of the season, which is definitely something we're going to be focusing on. But as far as tonight goes, getting into those areas, we did that at times. It's just about the execution.
On the other side of the break, assuming Fran comes back, you obviously won't be leading the team, you'll still be a part of the team as an assistant. How have you kind of felt the last couple of games stepping into this role, and what has the communication been like with Fran this week while he's been away?
Well, listen, the only thing I'd say about Fran is, at the moment he's dealing with his illness, and we're just respecting his privacy. As far as the team goes, we're built in a way where we can perform if somebody's not at the races. So if somebody's not here, we can continue as needed. We're a professional soccer team, and that's the way it should be. So we hope he comes back shortly. As far as I'm concerned, I work for the club, and whenever they ask me to step in and do a different role, I try and step in and do that to the best of my ability. Incredibly proud of working with a team over the last 8 days. Thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's like I've said in previous interviews, me and Fran have a very close relationship. He runs part of the training session, I run part of the training session. It's been nothing new, really. It's just about making sure we gave some different ideas in these two tough games. We knew Kansas was going to be difficult. We knew Chicago were going to perhaps sit in a mid-block and make it very difficult and try and catch us on the counter-attack. So it was two games, and in a short space of time, we tried to imprint different ideas. We feel like we did that, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. So whatever my role is moving forwards after the break, I'll embrace it.
Thanks for your time, Ricky. Unlucky today, and enjoy the break.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Steph, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Like you said, I'm lucky today. But we were just talking to Jane and mentioning that even under the best of circumstances, when whoever's giving the instructions changes, there can be a little bit of uncertainty, learning each other's communication in different roles. And she mentioned something about the players doing their best to help facilitate, the coach's confidence and their ability to deliver that information, just kind of create this reciprocity. Just wondering, especially in a circumstance like this, what your approach is, you and your staff, to help that transition be smooth and to make sure the players are receiving the information.
Yeah, look, listen, we're all involved. I think the unique thing about our environment is we have a leadership team that we meet with weekly. So if there's anything that needs to be addressed, we address things. If there's anything that need to be changed, we change things. We also have a technical director who stepped up in this moment and stepped in and helped the team. Our goalkeeping coach has been a big part of that. Eric Pablo's our technical director. Michael's been on the bench for the last two games. He's our analyst. So in terms of the confidence of the coaching staff, we're very confident in what we've done over the last 8 games. but we also work with world-class players. And I think when you work with world-class players, they own part of that as well. And, you know, you've seen people like Jane step up. You've seen people like Sophie step up, Deanna, Natalie. They're all part of the leadership group. And it's really important we have our voice as a coaching staff, but it's also important that they relay that message as a leadership team as well. So we've thoroughly enjoyed the last couple of weeks together, but the most important thing is we get back to winning. You know, this league's about winning, and we got to figure out ways to get back on track, start getting results, and start climbing our way back up the league.
Thanks, Coach, and hope you guys get some rest in the break.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I think we'll wrap it up with that one. Thanks for joining us. We'll have